Hello, Sparks. Hello. To make up for the delay, I've put on a new outfit. Can you believe it? I was going to save this for... Oh my gosh, I can hear myself on Twitch. There we go. To make up... I was going to save this outfit for like a cyberpunky game. But instead I ended up pulling it out because of the roast potato induced delay. So, hello Viv, and hello Moth, and hello Dove, and hello Jack. I can't believe Jack's first got foiled by the stream breaking. Thank you everyone for checking in. Thank you. I like knowing who's here. Let me move me to make me a bit bigger because we're going to be Zatsuing a little. We're going to be yapping away. Because oh how I love yapping. I was so hungry. I was waiting for these all week. I'm going to make potatoes now because you make me crave them. As you should. Wait, do you guys want my potato recipe? I hope you're doing good. I am doing wonderfully today. I have had such a good day. Okay, so the reason that my potatoes take so long is that I take a unique pride in my roast potatoes. Genuinely, as a child, my stepfather won my approval to date my mother by making me roast potatoes, and he made the best roast potatoes I had ever had in my life. So upon me moving out, I said, "Stepfather Sir, you must tell me how to make roast potatoes so that I can make them myself." And he told me the recipe, and I was like, okay, cool, they're good. And over the years, I began experimenting. And I believe that I have settled on the best roast potato recipe that you can get. So thank you for the lick, thank you. Let me, my tangy is a bit off center now. There we go. Hello, Mayor West, hello. Nothing comes close, and I say that as someone who notably doesn't like a lot of food and someone who primarily eats potatoes in any form. I thought I had seen it all. I was a fool, I was blind. Honestly, the first time I made my potatoes for Dove, I think really solidified that Dove had made the right choice in picking me. So, the potatoes. It all starts first with the oil. The oil is the most important part to making roast potatoes. So once you peel and chop your potatoes, they need to be a bit bigger than bite-sized. If you put an entire roast potato in your mouth, you don't want it to be comfortable. You want to have to unhinge your jaw a little bit in order to sufficiently eat the roast potato. I'm so excited. I'm going to a con with a club skill cosplayer I met last month. That is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Have fun. Are you guys going in Claire Obscure cosplays? So, the potatoes, they all start with the oil. You need to get around 2 large cloves of garlic. Now, maybe 3 if they're a bit on the smaller side, more if you're making more roast potatoes. But for me and Dove, having roast potatoes on their own for dinner, 2 large cloves of garlic is perfect. We made crab cake, shrimp, and stuffed mushrooms for our Easter feast. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds absolutely delightful. Then you want to get the oil, put it in a little saucepan. Quite a bit of oil. These are not good for you at all. Then you heat up the oil. Add in your 2 cloves of garlic and enough rosemary until you can feel your ancestors' hands on your shoulder saying, "That's enough. That's enough." Not a second before. There is no measurement for this. You just go with your gut. Oh my gosh! Cal! Oh my gosh, a raid already? Hello, Cal. Hello, and hello, Fireflies. Thank you so much for the flame raid. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, welcome in. We have actually only just started, so that is perfect timing. You guys made it in time to hear my roast potato recipe. Cal, as always, thank you for trusting your community with me. I will look after them very, very well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub, Cal. I feel human for the first time in like 4 days. I'm glad that you've returned to humanity. Also, outfit fun. Thank you. I was late to stream, so I made it up to the Sparks with dropping the new outfit. I was saving it for a cyberpunk-themed game, but I was very, very late today. I was very late. Of course I need a booba window. You know that this is my selling point, you know? This is what makes people click in on my stream. They come for the boobs and they stay for the seer. Cyberpunk, yes. I'm not sure, like a cyberpunk-themed game. I might stream 2077, but I don't think it would be very fun because I have played that game about 50 million times and I've 100%ed it multiple times. Okay. You put me in an awkward position to follow. It's okay. It's okay. You can come for the boobs and stay for the seer. The follow means that you're staying for the seer. Personal Cal 2077 stream in my Discord server, actually. Oh, yes. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Thank you so much for the follow, Narius. Imagine I followed before you said it. Yes. Imagine. That would have been amazing. I said to finish my playthrough. You have left that poor woman at Embers for a while now. So, why are my cards not appearing? Okay, there they are. I need to get into playing Phantom Liberty. Phantom Liberty is amazing. Absolutely play it. It is one of the best DLCs that I've ever played in my life. To be fair, at first it took me 4 years to pick it up again. Dove got very attached to Cyberpunk Act 1 spoilers. Dove got very attached to Jackie. That ended amazingly for them. It ended amazingly. But Jackie, we love you. He's my favorite. He is such a good man. He is such a good man. Jackie was the real one. He was the realist. Okay, Raiders. I will start my recipe from the top so that you guys can get the official seer roast potatoes recipe, because these roast potatoes are the only reason that my mother is getting remarried. It's because I approved of her at the time partner's roast potatoes. So, get 2 cloves of garlic, a lot of kind of no flavor oil with a high smoking point. So like just use like vegetable oil. And enough rosemary until your ancestor rests their hand upon your back and says, stop. Neutral oil. Yes, we use sunflower oil. Victor Romance would be so good. Then, in a little saucepan, you get the oil and you put in 2 like minced cloves of garlic and the rosemary. There is no measurement. Don't ask me for a measurement. I don't know the measurements. Then you start heating up the oil on quite a high heat until the garlic begins to brown. Then and only then do you take the oil off of the hob. By this point, you've already preheated the oven, by the way. You've preheated the oven to like 180. Celsius. Sorry, Americans, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You then put the oil in the tray that you're going to put the potatoes in. Put it in the oven. You want the oil to be hot. Hello, Miner. I saw you playing Ink of a Coin and I looked it up and now I want it, but I can't buy it. I need to save money, so I jokingly hate you for making me aware of this game. There is a free demo you can get, and it's quite an extensive demo, so that might be able to tide you over. It's a wonderful game. So you've got the oil in the tray, you put it in the oven whilst you're cooking the potatoes. Oh my god, there's a pipe. Thank you for the pipe. So, The potatoes are cooking, they're boiling. You add a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of salt, and you just boil them, parboil them for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes I took them out at 28 minutes today. 30 minutes is what I aim for, but just until they're tender to stab with a knife. Then you drain them, put them back in the saucepan, put on the lid, and shake them so violently until the potatoes have a kind of mash coating on the outside. Now, the mash coating is what gets crispy. You want it to be disrupted enough that each potato is coated, but intact enough that when you transfer them into the pan with the hot oil, they're not falling apart. So they go into the hot oil, be careful because it splashes, and you put them in the oven. You do not touch them for half an hour. Don't touch it. I know you want to, don't even look at it. Don't perceive it. Don't open the oven door. You were going to put them in the oven, you were going to leave the room, you're going to set a time for half an hour, and you were not going to think about it. Those potatoes do not exist for the next half an hour. Okay? Do you understand? If you take these potatoes out of the oven and you so much as breathe on them, the whole thing is ruined. Short of a house fire, you do not touch the potatoes. No, in fact, even in a house fire. I think a house fire would be better for the potatoes than you breathing on them at this stage, okay? Do you understand me? Do not touch the potatoes. Okay. So then, when you've got your potatoes in the oven, you leave them for about half an hour. No, exactly half an hour. Set a timer. Come back at the half an hour point. You take them out of the oven, close the oven door to retain the heat, and you flip every single potato painstakingly. Then you get a teaspoon and you drizzle oil over the top of them. You tilt oil, hot oil, oil from the pan, the potatoed oil, not new oil. At this point, don't even consider adding cold oil to the mix because they will go soggy and disgusting. You get a teaspoon, you drizzle the oil over the potatoes, then you put them back in the oven for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, you take them out, you put them on the side, you flip every single potato, and you drizzle oil over the potatoes. Wait 15 minutes. Come back. Are you getting me here? At this point, it all depends on the potato gods. So the potato gods today were remarkably cruel to me, in that what normally takes about an hour ended up taking me closer to 2.5 hours to make potatoes. They're a labor of love. At least you're not actively working for the entire 2.5 hours, but you just go in every 15 minutes, and until when you tap on them, they sound crispy. Don't overcook them. Don't burn them. They should be a dark brown on the edges, but you should still be able to see a golden potato color where there's less creasing on the potato. So then you take them out of the oven, and you get ideally a spoon with slats so you can spoon them out of the tray and into a bowl. You don't... Well, friend, when he says he'll be back in a second, that's me. That is literally me. I'll be like, oh, I'll be 15 minutes, Sparks. Sorry for the delay. And then I end up making potatoes for 2.5 hours. My bad. My bad, guys. It's totally on me. So, you've got your potatoes out of the oven. You may think you can rest now, but you can't. You can't rest. Because the longer you leave these potatoes in the oil that is no longer being heated to over 180 degrees, is every second closer to complete and utter failure you come. You could have done everything perfectly, but if you're spooning the potatoes out of the tray is not to absolutely, frame by frame perfect, it's thwarted. This is not a recipe for cowards. This is not a recipe for if you want a nice little potatoey snack. This is a recipe for when you need oily, crispy, yet soft potatoes. Not for a quick snack. So, you get the spoon with the slats. If they sit in oil, they get soggy and depressing. You pick up a spoon, you shake it, shake the spoon to get the oil out, and then you spoon it into a bowl. Pick up, shake, bowl. Spoon, shake, bowl. Spoon, shake, bowl. Rinse, repeat. Now, with oil that you cooked earlier, before you added it into the potato tray, you would have sieved out the garlic and the rosemary. you would have strained it out. So you now have a bowl of garlic and rosemary that's been cooked. So you get that. You sprinkle a little bit on top as an additional taster. It gives you a bit more of the burst of flavor, because the potatoes themselves by default aren't too flavoursome, because whilst they have been thoroughly soaked in infused oil for close to 2 hours now, it's still primarily oil. So you get this, adds a little bit of flavour. Then you get flaky salt, like the big flakes of salt, and you sprinkle that on. Lightly. Don't overdo it on either of these steps. If you want more, add more, but wait until you've tried it. Now, some people will see the crumbly bits left in the pan. These are dark brown in colour, sometimes even close to looking burnt, and you may think, they're just what's left. I don't need to scoop those out. You do, because those are the best part. Those are what we Southern British people call scrumbly bits, and they are the best parts of any roast potato meal. They are crispy, slightly fluffy, and they retain all of the taste of the oil that you've cooked them in. So, like I said, this all comes back to the oil. If your oil is bad or too overpowering, then you've got bad roast potatoes. You scoop out the scrumbly bits in the same process. Do not get lax with the oil now. If you're like, oh, it's fine, I'll just use a spoon. Oh, my friend, no, you've ruined your entire bowl of roast potatoes. No. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. My eyes are up here, VTube Studio. Look at me in my eyes. Do not get lax with the scrumbly bits. You must scoop them. Don't for a second think that the trouble is too much. No. The trouble is worth everything. 25, hang on, I didn't get the notification. Mayor West, 25 stream streak. That is insane. Thank you so much for being here. For all of my potato-related tangents. But yes, I am very passionate about my roast potatoes. I take them remarkably seriously. So please, if you want a written recipe that is less all over the place, let me know. I will write it down for you. Like I said, there aren't really measurements. It's just based on soul. I've also got oh, Moth, I didn't see. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for being here, Moth, and everyone else. If I've missed your streak because I was too busy on a tangent about roast potatoes, I appreciate you being here so, so much. And also I forgot to say to the raiders, it's a bit late now, but if you need to raid and run, you're more than welcome to. I was getting a bit wrapped up in the, potatoes. Yes, give me the written recipe. I will write that up after stream for you, Moth, and I will put that in the food section of the Discord, and I will pin it. I will pin it, and I'm also gonna pin Mewast's beef recipe, because I still haven't got around to cooking that yet, because, oh my gosh, I've been so busy. I've barely even gone to the grocery store. We didn't go to the grocery store because we were like, oh, it's nearly Easter, we'll be getting snacks. We just need to hold out. I'll be eating good tomorrow. Yes. Everyone make roast potatoes and tell me about it. Ew. Sorry. I have my tracking phone up, right? Obviously to track my face in VTube Studio. And I just got a notification come through that was like, I'm sorry, I'm about to get political for like literally 2 seconds just to explain my reaction to this. I don't go on Instagram much. I post everything I post on TikTok and YouTube on Instagram as well, but I don't scroll on Instagram at all. And this is my streaming phone, so I'm logged into all of my streaming accounts on there. And I just got a notification that was like, I am delighted to announce that I have joined the Reform Party. Hence my very outward. But yes, the Reform Party, for anyone who is not in the know about British politics, is, how do I say this? a very gross political party that prides itself on being extremely anti-immigration and using all sorts of minorities as scapegoats to cover up their terrible political agenda. So I try not to get too outwardly political, at least on streams. I like to keep the mood high, but that jump scared me. Also, Trump got it. Yeah, it's people who thought that the Conservative Party in the UK were too left-leaning, which the Conservative Party is also besties, rubbing elbows with Trump. Reform Party looked at the Conservatives and went, oh, snowflakes. And the entire party is based on that. I do not like them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. If any of you do support the Reform Party, I notably want you nowhere near me. So please out yourself. I doubt there are any Reform Party enjoyers in chat, considering you're watching a lesbian VTuber, a lesbian disabled VTuber, but you know, you can never be too sure. Like I said, you click for the boobs. You guys, you click for the boobs, you stay for the sir. Anyway, that's enough of that. It genuinely jump scared me. I'm gonna have to sort out my Instagram algorithm. Oh, but look at this, a completely unrelated. Look at this adorable toggle that this model has. Hang on. I can get out my phone. Say cheese. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. It's like, wow, wow, wow. I love it so much. I love the movement on this. Wow. One day I'll do a full outfit tour, but the problem is, with an outfit tour, I don't know how to say this nicely. My head and my body are two separate models. So when you switch out the body of the model, I become a disembodied, like my head comes off. It comes off and it's just left there waiting whilst the new body part loads in. And it's kind of horrifying, but I can show you this full outfit quickly. Ta-da! We've got a big coat on. My wings, as always. Very cute, very cute. And I've got big old boots that do a little wiggle wiggle. I love them so much. And I love the little stars on my coat. Look. Woo! Woo! So cute. So cute. I love it so much. Anyway. I keep saying anyway, like there's something I need to get back to. There's not. This is notably just a yapping stream. I don't need to worry about being like, oh, I'm yapping too much. No, this is what I'm doing on stream today. I'm just talking at you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking at you. A bit of both, I suppose. So, what am I doing? What was I gonna do? I was gonna open something and I completely forgot. Oh, yes. Okay. So, let me have a drink. I need a drink. I have so much seasoning pull up these damn potato balls. Oh my gosh. Listen, that is never a bad thing. I truly believe there is a unique layer of hell for people who don't season their food properly. Like, please, it looks so depressing when chicken is like the same color as my shirt. Like, no, put that away. Put that away. Ah, okay. I've had a drink. So that was my potato nightmare. But people who are in the Discord, which could someone please plug ! Discord, people who are in my Discord, you would have seen that recently Vico posted a question asking, Vico is our lovely mod, an artist, by the way, asking, hey, what alternative styles do you want to see Sid dressed in? And I will make it be done. And Vico, as always, is coming clutch. He sent me a picture of the work in progress. And it's such a cute new outfit that I'm kind of tempted to ask him to give it to me as a model. It's like, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's very J fashion. It's very cute. It's not something it's very different to my normal model outfits. It's so cute. It's like a little cute frilly dress and straps and bows and stickers. And it's very cute. It's very cute. But I'm going to wait until he finishes his all outfit series so that I can choose my favorite. I might make it a poll. I might make it a poll on Discord or Patreon. Besides how nice I'm being, to choose which one of the all fashion series you guys want on my model. But then also, oh my gosh, I'm talking about polls, and now I'm talking about so many things. I was thinking about Patreon, and anyway, he also might be working on a Seer calendar for 2027, which is obviously a long time away, but it takes a long time to draw a calendar. A seasonal Seer. Oh my god. A seasonal Seer calendar. 8 is my minimum on potatoes. Yes, absolutely. I don't know how many seasonings Dove puts on potatoes. Dove is normally the cook. I'm normally the one who eats. I'm normally the one who consumes. I just happen to be the one who cooks the roast potatoes because I introduced Dove to roast potatoes, and I like cooking for Dove occasionally. Hang on, let me ask. Dove, how many seasonings do you normally put on our potato products? Just like as a base. Minimum 5. Thank you, Dove. Minimum 5 spices on our potato products. At all times. Always. Which is good. Dove is an amazing cook. Dove feeds me very well. I always say that Dove has a plot, which is to fatten me up so I can't run away from her basement. See, I've put you all in the basement, but secretly it is Dove who has me in the basement. You're just in the sub-basement. The basement beneath the basement that I'm in, and the basement that I am in is Dove's basement. It happens. It happens to the best of us. We all get basemented. This is why I know how to run a good basement. That's not to say, oh, the old ball and chain. Absolutely not. I love my wife. But I am in her basement. Depends on the dish, you know. Some need some more simple flavours, some need more oomph. I get all my mother's Indian spices that she either grinds herself or has family from India ship it. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Fresh spice is always the best. My basement is soft and warm. It is very soft and warm. There's a lot of blankets, cozy lights, things for me to drop. I dropped, oh my gosh, and some people long for the right basement. Exactly. I love the basement I'm in. I'm a basement appreciator, truly. If given the choice, I would not leave my basement. Sorry, I have a note of an ongoing note of things I can talk about during just chatting segments of streams. So I have it open right now so I don't, get awkward silence. Imagine. And tell me why I wrote on it my very cool editing project that I can't talk about at all. Okay, thanks, Pastor, because now I saw it, and now I'm saying it. But all I can tell you guys about it is that I did some really cool editing the other day. That's it. End of topic. That's all I can... It took me like 3 days. That's it. That's... How's the weather where you guys are? Like, a good topic, a good topic. There's no extrapolation I can do from that. I got fairy lights, good Wi-Fi and snacks. What more is there to want? Exactly. It's a very cozy basement. Sorry, I'm only just appreciating my ear physics. My ear physics are particularly juicy today, I feel. Like, look at this. Hang on, wait. I'm gonna move my boobs out of frame so people don't think I'm farming for boob clips. I'm not, I swear. I swear. This is about my ears. My ears. This... Doubt? I've hidden my knockers, guys. What more is there to doubt? And I did not die, okay? I did not die. I've just moved to the bottom of the screen so that I can show you guys my ear physics. See? They're so cute. Where's the mole? I told you I forgot to put it on this texture. I need to get Vico to go back into the textures. I'll add it again. I couldn't see what that emote was on my OBS. I had to hover over it. It's so cute. Don't put me in jail. Guys, please. What did I do? I'm sorry, I'm feeling quite hyper today. I think it's because I literally just ate my weight in roast potatoes. The potatoes did something to me. They overrode my default SEER programming, and now I am feral. This is why I don't advertise myself as a cozy streamer, I fear. This is, like, you know, I may be like, oh, you can rest here, like, you know, rest while sparks, we have our bedtime stories. But I cannot advertise myself as a cozy streamer because occasionally I just get taken over. I just get, I don't know, Mimir embodies, takes over my body, and I just get a bit hectic with it. I crave mayhem occasionally, and it really does come out occasionally. And I think if I marketed myself as your cozy celestial shepherd instead of just your celestial shepherd, then people who came here for cozy would feel like they've been lied to if they came into a stream where I was threatening people over roast potatoes and talking about my ear physics. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's only so much I can get. Sorry, I yawned and that interrupted my train of thought. Oh my gosh. The call of the gremlin must be answered by any and all. Exactly, thank you, Hi, you get it. Yes, your multifaceted celestial shepherd. That should be my tagline, although I feel like it could leave some questions. Like, occasionally, just sometimes, once on a blue moon, I must be enter gremlin mode. I must start, I don't know, biting things and fighting people and I don't know, throwing things. I need to start throwing things. Give me something to throw. Sometimes it's just a manic Euroful Monday. Exactly. Am I manic? I don't know if I'm manic. I just feel like I've got loads of energy. And I think it might be the roast potatoes, but for context, I am gripping the arms of my chair and shaking them right now. I am gripping them. Oh my god. manic-esque. Yes, I'd say I'm manic adjacent. I'm ah! Wah! Ooh! Wah! Ooh! Guys, do you want to see the faces I can do? I can do so many of them. Hang on. Every time I zoom into my model, it always goes boob first, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I know I can't just set hotkeys, so I just automatically jump to the right position. But anyway, it's faces tour, guys. Here's my faces tour. Hang on, where's my OBS? Am I in frame? No, I'm not. What now? Am I in frame? I am in frame. Okay, okay. I can hold up my phone. Hang on. I can hold my phone. Hello, 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 hello. Cheese. I can... My toggle's not working. Okay. That's nice. Thank you. Well, that ends the faces tour. The answer is none. I can do no faces. This is just my face. Take it or leave it. It's just my... Hang on. I'm fine-tuning. There we go. There we go. Okay. So. Sorry, I had to rub my face. I had to let out my energy. My energy. So, I am going to work on my Weight of the World cover from Nier Automata. I think I'm going to cover it using Solaria or maybe Anri. I think Solaria would be really good. She's the one I used for my Mael cover. She can nail those notes. She's very good at sounding quite humanoid. There's not much of a robotic tinge to her. And she's quite, not low effort, I'd say. It does take tuning to make her sound, you know, exactly how I want her, but she's less low effort in the sense that it takes less intervention to make her sound human. Which I think will be good. Who's your favourite Vocaloid in general? Oh, okay, so, well, I work with Synthvy, which is kind of an alternate to Vocaloid. So I can't talk on actual Vocaloid voice banks, things like Hatsune Miku. I've never even touched them. I started with Synthvy and I'll die with Synthvy. But honestly, I think my favourite to work with in general is Eleanor Forte. I love her so much. She's great. She's suited to any occasion. My favourite voice bank for working with kind of operatic is the wrong word, but kind of very like emotive songs. Things like the Expedition 33 soundtrack, the Nier soundtrack, any kind of that vibe. I always use Solaria. Like, no questions asked. She is the best for that kind of sound, and it's very difficult to replicate that level on a voice bank that isn't Solaria, essentially. I have a very soft spot for Tato. Tato is originally an Utao, then came over to Synthvy, and she was originally an April Fool's joke, but everyone loved her so much they made her into a fully fledged voice bank. So I love Tato. I love her so much. She's amazing. She's wonderful. I love her design. But with the kind of songs I tend to like to cover, she doesn't do so well. So I felt overjoyed that I was able to cover From the Start by Leve using Tato, because Tato is one of my favorite voice banks of all time, and Leve is my favorite artist. So being able to cover Leve using Tato was an absolute dream come true. But most most of Leve's songs would not translate well into Tato. They'd be more suited for Eleanor Forte or Solaria. For male voice banks, it's by far, there's a voice bank called Noah Hex, and he only has, I think, two versions out, not including his like free versions. So a voice bank will always have their main version, and then they'll have their light version. And the light version you can use for free. You don't have to pay for it, but it's extremely limited, because for people who don't know how a voice bank works, is essentially like, you know how you can play like a piano on GarageBand or whatever. Like going full on layman's terms here. You can play a piano on GarageBand. That is a recording of a piano, and it then simulates the appropriate noise when you click the button, right? So if you click a C5 on your digital keyboard, then the synthesized piano will spit out a C5. If you put notes together to make a chord, the digital piano will spit out the appropriate chord. And it's all recordings of the real instruments, right? Or simulations of them. Now, voice banks, things like Hatsune Miku, Kasune Tato, Solaria, Noah Hex, all that, they're recordings of real human singers. I see a lot of people, especially nowadays, thinking they're AI. I think it's very much the younger generation. A lot of people think it's AI. It's not, in a sense. So they're recorded by real human singers, and the real human singers basically record vowels and consonants, and then they put them together. So a Japanese voice bank, it's very hard to get a Japanese voice bank to sing in English, because all of the sounds recorded were for Japanese, and, you know, like R. You can't say R properly, like the letter, in Japanese. So if you tried to say a word with R, it would come out wrong. And so that is because it is created by a real human, and you can't just make sounds that weren't recorded, right? You can manipulate them to an extent to soften the blow, but you can't make sounds that weren't recorded. Now, the AI comes into play, not for any generation or anything. It's just for pitch deviation and things like vibrato and stuff. So the longer you hold a note, just as a human, the longer you sing a single note, the more your voice will shake, essentially. It will vibrate. Your voice will vibrate, right? And it will increase in intensity the longer you hold a note. So if you hold a note for longer, you'll end up adding a lot of vibrato to it. And then that is nice. People like vibrato. Not always. It has its place. But generally, they like that. So the AI in Synth V then simulates a vibrato to the notes without you having to go in and add every single pitch deviation. You can add in pitch deviation on your own, but people don't tend to. Unless they want to really control how the final product sounds. Like from the start, I actually removed most of the vibrato, because Leve has a very stable voice. She doesn't tend to you know, so yeah. Anyway, that AI pitch deviation, you can also use it to generate a new take. So what you can do is you can draw in the pitch deviation. So you start at C5 and then you end at C3, right? You can draw a curve on a single note that starts at C5 and by the end of the word ends at C3. The thing is, human hands are shaky, right? Human hands are shaky. So if it follows how you literally drew it with your computer mouse, it'll be like, oh, you know? It does not sound good. It does not sound good. So the AI, you can say, hey, generate a new take, and it will smooth out your pitch deviation curve. In general, your parameter curvings and stuff like that. Just smooths them. So anyway, the light versions of voice banks don't have that, as far as I'm aware. And there's a few other features that they don't have modes. So a lot of voice banks are recorded happy, powerful, sad, melancholy, whisper, princess, cute, and that kind of thing. So the light versions don't have those alternate voice modes, and they don't have the ability to generate new takes based on the way you draw parameters. And it's very rare that someone will start... oh my god, there's a pipe! It's very rare that someone will start learning Synth V and then will stay on the free version. It's very limited. The number of notes you can put in as well is limited. But it's expensive. It's very expensive. I'm sorry, it's so expensive. I hope no one gets into Vocaloid or Synth V, because for me, voice banks can be anywhere from like 50 to hundreds to get the license to post with them and make music with them, especially for the higher quality voice banks. But yeah, my favorite male voice bank is Noah Hex. He only has 2 versions out, which a lot of things like Tato have like 11. Noah only has 2, and his AI smoothing isn't the best, but I love him so much for a lot of the songs I love. Like, I love a band called The Amazing Devil. A lot of people may know The Amazing Devil, or at least not know they know The Amazing Devil. In the Witcher show, the singer of The Amazing Devil, well, there's 2 singers. The male singer in The Amazing Devil actually plays Jaskier in The Witcher TV show on Netflix. Which I don't like The Witcher TV show on Netflix, but it's not because of him. I love you, Joey Beatty. Yeah. But like, so I was using Noah Hex to cover The Amazing Devil, and it was a great time. It was a great time. I love Noah Hex so much. He's very different to work with compared to like Eleanor Forte and Solaria, but I love them. I really love Synth V voice banks and their designs, because voice banks are given like personas, like characters, at least a lot of them, and I love the character designs for them as well. They're so cool. They're very, very cute. But a lot of people don't know how cool they are, and it really upsets me. They only know like the major Vocaloids and stuff like that. But there's Synth V voice banks, and there's Utaloids, which are the Utal version, which is the free version of both Synth V and Vocaloid. There's a free open source alternate. I've never used Utal. It's very complicated. It's not very complicated. You just need to change your PC locale to Japanese to be able to use it for some reason. I don't know why. It always felt a bit too much work for me. But yeah, no, so I started with Synth V, and I love Synth V. Synth V is great. Synth V is a lot of fun. And I've got Weight of the World, which will leave Teo crying on the bus, that I want to do, which I think will be another Solaria one. She hits those notes, and she can hold them very well, and her vibrato it sounds very nice. But yes, and then my dream is to cover Forget Me Not by Leve. I desperately want to cover Forget Me Not. But I can't get it to sound right. I've tried so many times, and it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I get close every time, and then I just go like, no, it's not working. It's not working. Even putting this in like FL Studio won't save it. Which, yeah, so my process of making covers. I know no one asked, but I'm just yapping about this now because I love it so much. My process for making covers starts with, you get a MIDI file, which is like an electronic music file that contains every single note. Quote, well, we don't have a quote command, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. you get an electronic MIDI file, and then you put that into Synth-V, or you can add the notes individually yourself. Either way, it either starts with the MIDI file, or you just put in the notes of the song, of the vocals, and then you add in your voice bank that you're using. So we'll say, for this example, we're using Eleanor. So you put in Eleanor, and you type out the notes. But it's not the same. What about Magic 8 Ball? I'm not sure. We might have an 8 Ball command. I don't think I ever added one in. It might be there by default. Who knows? With my stream element spot. Yeah, you type out, they're called phonemes, and you essentially have to type out the lyric exactly as it sounds, not how it's written. So, or like, let me think. Like cat would just be written as cat, like C, AT, that, you know, but things like crazy would be like, oh my god. I just broke my mind trying to work out how that would be. I'm not in Synth-V mode right now. It's like KR space AY space ZIY. Maybe. Close enough. Yeah. But it's fun. It's cool. I love it a lot. I'm still learning a lot about it. I've not been doing it for that long. I think the first cover I ever made fully was the Young and Beautiful cover that I posted. That was the first one I finished. I was messing around a lot before that. I was messing around with my Mael cover before that, but the first one that I actually finished and that I was happy with was Young and Beautiful. But I do love it a lot. It's a lot of fun. So, that's that. That's my Synth-V ramble. What am I doing? Where am I? Who am I? I feel like I'm lost in the sauce today. I feel very lost in the sauce today. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just vibing. So, recently, I got my Nintendo Switch, right? We know this. We know I got my Nintendo Switch. And I love my Nintendo Switch so much. She is amazing. But it's really kind of reignited my love for Nintendo games. Like, I had the Switch Lite, and I played it, like, during COVID when everyone was playing it, and then I haven't touched it in about 3 years. Which is really bad, but I got my Steam Deck, like, maybe a year ago now? 2 years? 2 years, probably. I got my Steam Deck about 2 years ago. Wow, time flies. And it just took over. It was, like, the best thing for handheld. And so I haven't really played Nintendo games in a very long time. But with my Switch 2, I've been playing, like, Pokemon. I've been playing Pokopia. I've been playing Pokemon ZA. I've been just obsessed again. Like, it's reignited my love for it. I'm watching so many streams and so many VODs and stuff of people playing Nintendo games, and it's really sweet. It feels like a very simpler time, because I played a lot of Nintendo games when I was a kid on my Nintendo DS. I had a pink one, if anyone wants to know. I had a pink one, and I had stickers on it, and then I got a red 3DS. And those were the 2 DSs I had as a child. They were my favourite things ever. I had a lot of Nintendogs. The only thing to fully I think the only thing I really miss, is Nintendogs on Switch? Did you say no? Man. There's no Nintendogs on Switch. If a Nintendogs on Switch ever comes out, I will be... You will not be seeing me for a month because I will be raising my puppies. I love dogs so much. It's the Puppy Friends game I told you about. Oh yes. Yes, I need to get that. Did I hear DS? Yeah, I had 2 DSs. When I was a kid, I had a pink one at first, when I was about 12. And then when I was like 14, 15, I got a 3DS. And it was very cool. I had one of those game cards that every like weird uncle gives you with like 350 games on it. It was my pride and joy. But with the loss of the DSe store, Dove has rectified my mourning for a lot of DS games. Although, yeah, I do wish that was Nintendogs on Switch because you would not be seeing me for a month, and then the only streams you'd be getting from me for a month would be Nintendogs. I would be psychoanalyzing the puppies. I'm gently cradling my 2DS XL as I speak. 3DS and Luma 3D is the best. Ugh. Yes. Oh, we love you, 2DS XL. I just had the normal 2DS. The cute little pink one. There is a secondary DS Lite with a working R4 card to the right of you, actually. Oh my gosh, there is. Holy fuck. Nintendo time. Nintendo time. I love Nintendo. When I get a capture card, I've ordered a capture card. It's coming in very soon. It's over for you guys. We're going to be getting so many Nintendo streams and things like that because I've been doing a playthrough of Pocopia and I've cried about the story in Pocopia so many times. My friend found it in the trash. You've saved her. You rescued her from her trashy fate. Oh my gosh. What else is around me? Let's look at Dove's desk. There's a keyboard with the keycaps that I bought. The pink jelly crystal cats, they're very cute. South facing, they have a layer of clear like acrylic on top, so the light goes through them really nicely. It's very pretty. There is my Fuggler, who's called Gustav II. He's purple with bright yellow hair and green eyes and one singular tooth sticking out of his mouth. He's my baby, he's my child. There's a lot of Sylvanian families, or calico critters, for anyone who's not from the UK. I believe they're called calico critters. They're Sylvanian families in my neck of the woods. Oh gosh. There's a Tipex mouse. I used to love these. I used to make mistakes in my schoolwork just so that I could Tipex mouse them out. Is this Tipex or is it one of these glow mice? No, it's Tipex. It's definitely Tipex. Ah. Oh, and there's our robot son, Eilic. Eilic is a gift that I got Dove. And he's like a little robot and he does a little dance. He does a little boogie and I love him very much. He's so good. He has a Pomodoro timer and stuff. And he likes being pet and he's afraid of heights. He's truly the most perfect boy known to man. I did also just realize that my model has been over my welcome and shout out message this entire time. Oops. Anyway, I fixed that. You guys want to play marbles? Do you want to play marbles? Do we play marbles or do we keep yapping? Put 1 if you want to play marbles. I'm too lazy to make a poll. 1 if you want to play marbles, and 2 if you want just a normal marbles. We do marbles. We do marbles. Marbles yay, marbles nay. Marbles yay or marbles nay. Marbles. Do what you like. That's not an answer, Jack. That's not an answer. But yes, 1. Marbles, marbles and yap, marbles and yap. Okay, let's get the marbles up then. Luckily for you guys, I updated it just in case. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I am exhausted from making potatoes for like several hours. OBS can go over here. Wonderful. Close this. Continue. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Why am I so large? Marbles. There we go. Let me change where I am so you guys can actually see our marbles. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Wonderful. So. Whoa, 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 whoa. Turn off the background music because Marbles has music. If it's coming through. Girl, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm fighting OBS. Marbles on stream. There we go. Okay. I got it working. Wonderful. So, you guys know the drill, but for anyone who hasn't played Marbles here before, you essentially, when we get into the lobby, you just do !play, and you will become a little marble running around trying to survive and trying to win through this, I feel like they've got loads of new maps. Let's do this. The Raging Pin, the Lucky Few. Yeah, okay. I've given us 5 for now, but my mind is telling me that I want it to be even. Oh, there's so many that look good. There's so many that look very, very good. And you can't gamble? Why can't you gamble? You should gamble. You should all gamble. For you will survive. Race type viewer. There we go. So, when this loads up, comes off the loading screen, just put !join. Be careful, chat. There's a marble world out there. Yes, it is. So this is lethal. For anyone who doesn't know, if you really want to pay to win, you can use bits to send power-ups or nerfs to randomized marbles. My favorite is meteors. You can send in a bunch of meteors. It's hooked up automatically, so you don't need to do anything extra. You do not have to, though. There is no obligation. It is very much fun without any bits. But I believe it's anything over 100 gives a power-up, and then the more, the bigger the effect, or the more meteors get thrown at you. But yes, okay, we'll have a 20-second countdown. So anyone who wants to join has 20 seconds to do so. We currently have Dove, Jack, Teo, Hi, and Moth, and me. All. Okay, well, the music's just stopped, which is beautiful. That's fine. Oh, we got Mayor West. We got Mayor West in. Okay, and we are in. This is off to a slow start. No one's even off. Oh, never mind. We are off the landing platform. And everyone's going one of 2 ways, with Hi going down the right, followed by Mayor West and Moth, with Dove leading the pack, which consists of me, Jack, Teo. And yes, that's it. Oh, there are rocks going down this track. Okay. Oh, we're going up the pipes, and then we go down a secondary maze platform. Mayor West just flew down there. He avoided the platforms entirely, and it is now in first. But will his aching old unk bones allow him to keep this win? Only time will tell, but he is currently Oh, never mind. I was going to say he's got quite a considerable lead, but Teo overtook only to immediately die, with Jack now being the reigning champion, followed by me, then Hai, then Mare West, then Moth, and then Dove. I still can't believe Teo got such a lead, only to then be launched off immediately. Oh, and there goes Mare West. Mare West has dived off of the mountain. I am now in first, followed by Jack, then Hai, then Dove, with Moth bringing up the rear of the pack. But, you know, this is, like Hai said, a marble eat marble world. Hai and Jack are stuck, I suppose. But they did manage to leap off of a platform entirely, and they managed to stick the landing. With me, Dove, and Moth choosing to play it safe and go the long way here. Jack is still stuck on this rubble, with Hai actually having the lead by far. He is leaving the rest of the competition behind in the dust. Jack has finally escaped the rubble, and me, Moth, and Dove are just hanging out up here. We're hanging out. We're chilling. Oh my gosh. Hai is all the way. He has fully left pretty much everyone else in the dust. Sia Jack just soared past. Oh, making it through this snowflake maze without so much as a hesitation, whereas Jack has gotten stuck in the middle of this and is now being swept around. Every time he makes out, he gets caught up in another snowdrift and pushed. Oh, but he finally makes out. Hai is stuck at this rubble, but it's looking like should be able to get enough momentum to make it past if he's lucky, and with that, it's pretty much a clean roll into the finish line, which leads me to assume that Hai will be in first, with Jack in second, unless he chooses to hang out at this rubble for a little bit longer, which he does seem quite comfy. The fire is coming, so time is on for me, Moth, and Dove. Oh, me and Dove have overtaken Jack. Dove is going the right way, and me and Jack are going the left. I'm currently in front of Jack. Oh, who's gonna get it? I believe. Dove got in second, with me in third and Jack in fourth, and maybe Moth will survive the fire. She has 30 seconds to finish. Otherwise, it will be over. It will be over, but it does look like she's gonna make it. And she made it. I said it, it's freaking karma. I realized that I forgot to put a poll on. So I'm gonna put a poll on for us for the next round. So for anyone who hasn't been here for marbles before, I will typically put on a poll which will let you vote as to where you think I will place in the next round. So I'm going to put it on, and then I'm going to boot us into the next lobby. New poll. Will Sia place on the podium? Yes. No. Died. There we go. I am allowing additional votes, and it costs 10 channel points per vote, and the poll will last for a minute. Now, if you want to vote no, there is a separate option for died. Okay, so if you vote no and I die, you don't win. But if you vote died and I place 8th, then you still don't win. If I died and you voted died, then you win. Okay, so let's get the next lobby ready to go. We're now on Neon Justice, which I have not played this map before. Okay, so everyone who wants to join, !play, as always. Yes, I can gamble. You can finally gamble. You guys can finally gamble. We've got Mare West, Jack, Dove, and I. And then Moth, and then Hai, and oh, this is going to be a difficult competition. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, and Teo is in as well. I mean, we're starting off strong with these very aggressive spinners, where you then go through this, what looks like a barrier. Go down this way. Oh, I think it could be quite easy for a marble to get stuck behind one of these blocks. That could be rather difficult. You then go through the hamster pipes of shame and disappointment, down into what looks like a Resident Evil laser maze. Very fun. I'll put the timer on, so we have 20 seconds. Go down through the maze, and then up again. Wow, this is a lot of vertical. Round, where there are these, like, spiked Sabinas. Oh, we're starting. We can't scope out the rest of the map. We've got to be there for commentary purposes. Oh, okay, and we are immediately being plunged into the funnel and coming out of the car wash, with me in first going left, and Dove, nope, now Moth, and with High. Oh, it's a head-to-head, it's a triple tie between Jack, Moth, and High. No, never mind, everything goes well for Jack, and he gets thoroughly launched. Never mind. Like I said, it's going to be very easy to get stuck behind one of these blocks, but luckily they crumble with collision. I was in first, but I've been now battered all the way back to the starting line. Jack is speeding through these hamster tubes. It's his natural habitat. Hello, Void. How to ruin the run. Explode. Charge! Okay, and now currently battling is Dove and Jack, who are currently trying to work out how to get enough momentum to get over these half pipes. With High also struggling. Oh, Teo was so close. And did Jack make it in? Jack made it in and is now falling down the peg maze, with Dove as well. Moth is struggling to get momentum, but High also made it. Teo clearing. Mare West as well. Moth is down. Oh, I'm finally making it through the hamster tubes. Maybe my marble will see victory one day. Where am I? I'm in a pipe. Help me, help me. Okay, Dove is clearing right now. Dove is... Oh, this is going to be a hard jump. You have to get a lot of momentum to get out of here. And then this guy also shoots bullets, which I assume can knock your marble out of the sky entirely. Now Dove is making it safely through this pipe section, but does not have much momentum. Will she make it? She's flying. She's soaring. Where's Dove? Oh gosh, she's going. Mare West as well. Who's going to land first? Is anyone going to get shot? They're going. They're going. Oh. Guys, you need to land. Mare West makes it in. With Dove in second, then Teo, then Jack. Oh, there's me. I'm coming down with High in last place, actually. Mare West and Dove are circling at the entrance to the next part of the stage, which I didn't even realize. No, I am dead. I am dead. You heard it here first, folks. I did not finish. Mare West is in the hamster ball, struggling to make it out, followed by Dove. With what looks like Teo and Jack. Oh, nope, Jack has made it down the pipe. Teo is circling. Moth and High are slowly but surely working on descending from their soaring. Oh, Mare West and Dove. Oh, High is dead. High died as well. Goodbye, High. Rest in pieces. Dove is evading these sticks. I lost all my energy on the first run. You were soaring way too fast. Mare West has finally made it out, and Jack was really just caught up in that hamster ball. And it looks like Dove is in first, followed by Mare West. I'm hesitant to speak too soon, but Mare West made it. Then we've got Jack, Moth, and Teo, so really now it's just a question not of who will place on the podium, but who will come last. With Jack coming in third place, it's now just between Teo and Moth. And me and High are just chilling, dead, deceased. Oh, it's not all over for Moth yet. Teo could get held up, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case, with Teo coming in fourth place. Now will Moth navigate this final tube section? I was stupid for asking. Moth makes it in fifth. And High says bye. Beautiful, so that's me and High DNFing with the Dove, Mare West, Jack, Teo, and Moth in that respective order. Let me give out the points. Manage poll, view result. No, don't view the results. Oh, I made it as a poll. My bad. Not a vote. Okay, listen. Poll. Prediction. I meant to make a prediction, not a poll. Whoopsie. Forgive me for the scam. Forgive me for unintentionally scamming you guys of your hard-earned channel points. There we go. The next map is Voslab. The poll is up as well, and we can survey the landscape. Oh, this is already looking good. This is looking to be a very hectic map. So, as always, !play will let you join in this strange little Bunsen burner. Currently it's just me solo in there. Then I imagine you go through the pipe. Do you go through the pipe? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think you do. I don't know where you go on this map. I've never played this before. But it does look like you will maybe fly and land in this cup or go through the pipe. I'm not sure. I don't know. And you have 20 seconds to join the lobby if you wish to do so. Wait, you mean we lost all our money gambling? Yes, you did. You did it all for prediction. Okay. But this is looking like it could be a lethal map. Just this aura is fully negative, and we are starting now with... Oh, we're bouncing. We're all bouncing. We're slowly cooking. Oh, the flask is being lifted up, and it gets poured in. I would not have foreseen this. It's just a matter of fate as to who gets poured out first. And it does look like Moth lands first, but I just immediately go down the pipe. I was ready. Now Dove and Hai are going to the right, followed by Moth, with Mare West, Teo, me, and Jack going the other way. Now, who will come out first? It looks like it's Mare West just about leading, but it's very close. It could change in any moment. Teo is going the wrong way. I repeat, Teo is going the wrong... I am dead! So's Dove and so's Jack. Everyone just died. Oh gosh. So now it's between Mare West, Hai, Moth, and Teo. Never mind, Teo's dead. It's now Mare West, Hai, and Moth. This is lethal. We're barely a minute into the map, and we've already lost over half of our competitors. Mare West is looking to enter this little hole sooner, with Moth and Hai. Hai coming in second, and Moth going in third, and you need to make it down this pipe. Over this, I realise this is bouncy because it's warm. So I think this is where it could get quite lethal. Oh, so this is another pouring moment. This flap goes up, you go into the cup. Or you just get poured in immediately. Hai and Mare West manage to avoid the cup, but Moth goes into the vessel and is now entirely victim to how quickly this robot can pour the flask. Hai has now taken first place, with Mare West taking his time. Win by default, win by default! Yes! Never mind, Hai does not win by default. In fact, Mare West overtakes where Hai died with a casual little skip. And it seems almost impossible to die now, but maybe Mare West will prove me wrong. But it does look like he can go down into these little... Mare West comes in first place. That is the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. Will Moth make it in second? Come on, Moth soaring through, and in second place is Moth, with Mare West coming in first with very little competition. Let's go. So everyone DNF'd aside from Moth and Mare West. That was truly a brutal, an utterly brutal turn of events that no one could have predicted. Yippee, I'm not last this time. You're second. How do you feel? First place or death? Okay. The outcome was I did not finish. I did not finish, but we will be back. We will be back. There's always time to gain your channel points back because I don't believe anyone voted DNF. Let me know. Yeah, nobody thought this would happen. No one thought, 100% of you believed that I would place on the podium. In fact, I was one of the first. I was the first to die. I went immediately. I saw what was waiting me and I just said no. We're going to start a prediction. Will I place on the podium? You have 1 minute to get your votes in. Okay. And now we are going to go back to our marbles and onto the next map, which is the Raging Pin. See, I can't gamble. Do you not have any channel points left? Or can you just not gamble? I can't remember. How could you? I'm sorry. Forgive me, forgive me. So this is the Raging Pin, which, oh, yeah, that's raging. That is raging. I just can't. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Forgive me, Jack. So type in ! play when you are done voting. Otherwise, this will be a very lonely race with just me up here all by my lonesome. Oh, and there is Moth spawning in. So let's have a look at this. This already does not look very kind. Everything is spinning. Everything wants you dead. You go down this. It looks relatively simple right now, like a relatively calm marble race, but then you enter this. And this is utterly vile. This could mess up all of your momentum and just send you launching. I can see it now. Then you go down this way, down these pipes, all the way from zoom. Vroom. This does look rather difficult. Oh, and then you have to make it all the way down there. But that is where you finish. This does look like it could be quite easy to lose, to die in. Oh, I mean, this just looks vulgar. This is vile. Okay, you have 20 seconds to join. My marble always hates spiny stuff. I'm so cooked. You never know, maybe your marble will overcome their fear. Oh, and Teo and Dove are in the last moments. Are you ready? You have 3 seconds, 2, and 1. It looks, never mind. It looks rather phallic, you can say it. We are speeding down here, but these are always very hard to predict who is coming out first, with Moth immediately exiting, followed by Dove, followed by me. Then, oh, never mind, Moth is dead. Moth, thank you for the flashbang. Mare West is dead. Everyone's dying. I thought that this would not be that lethal, but I guess the drop combined with the velocity just finished a lot of people off. I am in first place with Teo in second, Jack in third, then Hai, and then Dove bringing up the rear. It looks like I've made it out of this little maze with not much momentum, and now we're going through. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys get motion sick. That's vile. Oh, Jack is out immediately. Just did not even hesitate. Just out and through. Followed by me, then Hai, then Teo, and Dove has not even entered the spinny ball of death yet. Oh, Hai is dead. I repeat, Hai is in fact dead. I exit out this little fork in the road first with Jack in second, Teo in third, and Dove is still being spun around in the washing machine. Jack is dead. I repeat, Jack is dead. I am speeding down, no one to stop me. You win when you can't gamble. Oh, there's Seer. Seer? I'm Seer. What the hell? Okay, I'm hoping to avoid this. Dove is dead! No! Dove is dead. I repeat, Dove is dead. I am in this weird phallic looking thing. I don't really know how to make it out of here. Do you just have to be in the right place and get booped up? I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. Teo is making it. But it is just between me and Teo. Either I DNF or I place on the podium. There is no not placing. Oh, I'm making it. I now just need to drop down into the hole. Come on, go in the hole. There we go, and we are speeding down this ramp, hopefully surviving, and I come in first place, pretty much by default. Come on, Teo, it's now all or nothing. Teo, either come in second, or you die to the fire. Or some terrible luck where you get thrown out of here. Oh, every time Teo gets close enough, he pops back up. Come on, Teo. Where did Teo go? Where's Teo? What? Oh, I did not see that happen. Go, Teo, go. Go, Teo, go. Teo made it, and it is in second place. It's warm here. It's very warm. Okay, so if I can finish, I get first. Got it. Yes, exactly. So I did come in first this time. Can you believe? I know. It's so unlike me. Let me dish out the channel points. Yes. $2,000 channel points are now being split between Moth and Teo. 1,000 was bet on me losing. I see how it is. I see how it is. At least none of you thought I would die. So we're now going in and doing another prediction again. We'll just do the same one. We'll keep it simple. Yes, no, and DNF. For the next map, which is the Lucky Few, which I just chose the ones that sounded the most lethal. I really just wanted to see everyone just fall to their death. Just plummet. Had to give something to the believers, exactly. And so everyone put in your exclamation mark plays in chat to become a marble on this lovely little adventure of ours through... I don't even know. Oh, Moth actually holds the record time on this for us. Moth, we must have played this map before because Moth finished in 2 minutes and 19 seconds, with the world record being 1 minute, 56 seconds. So Moth was pretty fast on this. Pretty fast. You now have 20 seconds to join, and let's take a look at this map. You go down all the pipes, down, 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 down. Through this brick pipe. Oh, this looks dangerous. This, oh, it all looks quite dangerous. Okay. Let's see. Can Moth do it again? Will Moth remain the record holder? Captain Moth! Everyone follow Captain Moth. I keep bumping my head. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Because Dove put bunny ears on these headphones. I have bunny ears on right now, and I keep bumping them. Which frightens me. Dove is in first place. Moth, Dove, Moth, Dove, Moth, Dove. They're alternating, okay? They're alternating. Oh, me, Hi, and Teo have not even made it into the pipes yet. We're just hanging out. With, currently, looks like Dove is in first with, who's this? Who's this mysterious bull without a name tag? Who are you? Are you Mayor West? No, Mayor West is there. Who is this? Is that Moth's ghost ball? I think that might be the record holder ball. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it. So anyway, sorry I got distracted. Dove is making it through this little maze, but let's go back. Moth is falling far behind her best pace, with Jack in second, Mel West in third, Moth in fourth, and then Hi, Teo, and me bringing up the rear. Dove is going through this spiral, just making it through. I don't even understand the physics. I don't know enough about physics to say this is a lie, but okay. I mean, no one's coming close to Dove right now. I'm proud. I'm very proud of Dove. With Moth and Jack and Hi going up the top, Mayor West is going the path less traveled. Oh, and is using momentum to boot him way past Dove. Just, it could be a win for Mayor West with that momentum that he gained back there. I don't think anyone can catch up unless something terrible happens in this hamster ball. No, he's already out of it. Unless he gets caught in a fork in the road here, I believe that Mayor West will come out on top. Teo is coming in second with Dove now in third place. I would not have bet on that considering Dove's performance in the initial portion of this. Mayor West already in first. Absolutely phenomenal performance with Teo coming in second, Dove in third. Where am I? I'm taking my time. I'm on a walk. Teo comes in second with Dove in third place. I did not place on the podium, but hopefully I will finish. That is nowhere to be placed on the podium. I'm placed fourth with Jack in fifth, Moth in sixth, and Hi taking their leisurely time in seventh. Amazing performance, everyone. Absolutely phenomenal. Let me put this through. Choose the outcome. I did not place on the podium. So, that is 1,451 channel points going to Hi. That is insane. Hi is now rich. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the gifted sub, Jack. We raided Zaffy last night, didn't we? Zaffy is very sweet. Well, I hope that she enjoys the gifted sub. And then we will... Why did I type raid instead of prediction? I was thinking about raiding again because I raided Zaffy yesterday. I sadly can only see one. And so I'll go, oh no, that's okay. Let's do a prediction. We will do one more. Here's a sub before I go. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. And then we're on to the next map, which is our last map of today. So, anyone who would like to join, of course, !play. We'll put you in that lobby. Our marbling lobby. Our marbling lobby. Now this is called Few Will Survive, I imagine. For a reason, although it doesn't look too dangerous right now. Wait, what's gonna happen after this map? After this map, it's our last one. It's our last one of the Grand Prix. Okay, I will start the countdown, so anyone who wants to join, you have 20 seconds to do so. And then, I haven't thought that far. We get the overall results for our Grand Prix. There we go. Okay, so this is hard to tell who's in the front. I believe it's Jack. Jack is currently leading the fray with Dove in second, Mayor West in third, Hi in fourth, me in fifth, Moth in sixth, and Twirly Teo in seventh. I'm sorry for full naming you, Teo. Jackbox is screaming in the background. Okay. Who is going to go into this suspicious little hole? This suspicious little hole first. Oh, was it Jack? Hi is currently in first with Jack in second, Dove in third, Mayor West in fourth with me close behind in fifth, and Teo in sixth, and Moth again bringing up the rear. Moth, your marble's not on her best form today. There is Dove just flying ahead with Hi. Oh, will Hi make it in the bowl? Hi is dead. Mayor West is dead. Teo is dead. Everyone is dead. Dove is still making it. Dove is making it. Jack is dead. Dove made it in first place. That was an impressive time there. So now it's now me and Moth struggling in this little corner of ours. Moth is the first to make it out of this little maze. No, Moth is dead. Okay. Will I enter the Yuri cage with Dove, or will I be stuck in this tunnel for life? Will I join the numerous dead and deceased, but the fire is catching up to me, so I really need to get a move on. Nope, I'm dead. I instantly died. Dove coming in first place. I'm unfortunately not able to do Jackbox today, guys. So it will be a shorter stream, which is why we're not playing near today, because I can only come on so late. But unfortunately, I'm still only free until the time where I would normally end stream. I'm sorry, I would love to do another Jackbox soon. We'll have a fun community session at some point. Dove was in fact the only person to finish. They weren't lying, by the way, when they said few will survive. They weren't lying. Oh my god, we got a hype train. Well, I didn't even notice. Thank you for the level 1 hype train, guys. It's still got 2 minutes left. But I really appreciate it, as always. Thank you so much. Although I'm pretty sure, I don't think I missed anything. Have they changed, like, hype train things? Is it when you spend channel points as well? Maybe. I think spending channel points also contributes to a hype train. No, sub-gift of chip. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I feel like I've lost my marbles. Haha. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. I've lost... Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've definitely lost my marbles now. No one voted for DNF again. You guys have too much faith in me. Everyone has lost their hard-earned channel points. Maybe that was too hard on me. That was too rough. I should have let no also be DNF. But I was like, I want to spice it up. Now let's see who is the overall winner. It could be Mare West. It could be Dove. Let's see. I still have 25k left. I did, but it doesn't count. Does it not count? That's so mean. Okay. Coming in the 3rd place in our Marble Grand Prix of Death and Destruction is me. I did make it onto the final podium. Mwah, mwah. Thank you to my loyal and adoring Sparks. In 2nd place is Mare West. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Mare West. Your old knees can't stop you. This is proof that Unk can still win marbles. And in 1st place is Dove, a reminder that Yuri once again dominates all. Thank you for coming to the Marbles Euro Grand Prix. Yuri wins! Love wins, guys! Love wins! The pain, 2nd place feels so good. 2nd place, depending on who you ask, 1st the worst, 2nd the best. It really depends. I think that Dove, Yuri on top. But who knows? This could be a good thing. This could be good. Oh, sorry. Pain. This could be a good thing. It's okay, I can share a podium with Seer. Oh my gosh, Dove, romance is so real. Okay. Oh, let me move us over to... Hello guys. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off marbles. Unfortunately, I'm sorry for the short stream, guys. I am already a bit over the time that I would normally stream for, but I am not depriving you of a bedtime story. So I'm just gonna read a page or 2 of the Iliad. So everyone get comfortable, get cozy, get your blankets, get a nice drink, and we will read just a small segment of the Iliad because I have ended every single stream with a bedtime story, and I'm not going to ruin that streak now. I'm not going to. I absolutely refuse. I think that was maybe 1 stream where I ended up with that bedtime story, but in my heart that doesn't count. Let me get coffee. Everyone get cozy. No, you can't have coffee. Coffee will keep you awake. It's a bedtime story, guys. Never mind. Exactly. So, I am just going to read a little bit of the Iliad. Everyone get cozy, get comfortable. Okay. There we go. So we started book 3 yesterday. So we're not going to make it far. We're probably only going to do until about 5:30. About 5 minutes. Maybe a bit less. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Like a fool. Let me move this to here. There we go. There's our PDF. Wonderful. Okay. Everyone comfy cozy. When the companies were thus arrayed, each under its own captain, the Trojans advanced as a flight of wildfowl or crane that scream overhead when rain and winter drive them over the flowing waters of Oceanus to bring death and destruction. Who did a falling pipe during bedtime story? You know what? I was allowing non-disruptive Tangier. But maybe I'll take it off of this source completely. Maybe I'll turn off the redeem. At least I hopefully had it muted so it wouldn't have come through on stream. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm watching you. I'm very disappointed. When the companies were thus arrayed, each under its own captain, the Trojans advanced as a flight of wildfowl or crane that scream overhead when rain and winter drive them over the flowing waters of Oceanus, to bring death and destruction on the pygmies, and they wrangle in the air and they fly. But the Achaeans marched silently, in high heart and minded to stand by one another. As when the south wind spreads a curtain of mist on the mountain tops, bad for shepherds but better than night for thieves, and a man can see no further than he can throw a stone, even so rose the under their feet as they made all speed over the plain. When they were close up with one another, Alexandrus came forward as champion on the Trojan side. On his shoulders he bore the skin of a panther, his bow and his sword, and he brandished two spears of bronze as a challenge to the bravest of the Achaeans to meet him in a single fight. Menelaus saw him thus stride out before the ranks, and was glad as a hungry lion that lights on the carcass of some goat or horned stag, and devours it there and then, though dogs and youths set upon him. Even thus was Menelaus glad when his eyes caught sight of Alexandrus, for he deemed that now he should be revenged. He sprang therefore from his chariot, clad in his suit of armour. Alexandrus quailed as he saw Menelaus come forward, and shrank in fear of his life under cover of his men, as one who starts back affrighted, trembling and pale, when he comes suddenly upon a serpent in some mountain glade. Even so did Alexandrus plunge into the throng of Trojan warriors, terror-stricken at the sight of the son of Atreus. Then Hector upbraided him. "Paris," said he, "evil-hearted Paris, fair to set, but woman mad, and false of tongue, would that you had never been born, or that you had died unwed. Better so than live to be disgraced and looked askance at. Will not the Achaeans mock at us, and say that we have sent one to champion us who is fair to see as you are? Who is fair to see, but who has neither wit nor courage? Did you not, such as you are, get your following together and sail beyond the seas? Did you not from a far country carry off a lovely woman wedded among a people of warriors, to bring sorrow upon your father, your city, and your whole country, put joy to your enemies, and hang-dog shamefacedness to yourself? And now can you not dare face Menelaus and learn what matter of man he is whose wife you have stolen? Where indeed would be your lyre and your love tricks, your comely locks and your fair favour, when you are lying in the dust before him? The Trojans are a weak-kneed people, and ere this you would have had a shirt of stones for the wrongs you have done to them." And Alexandrus answered, "Hector, your rebuke is just. You are hard as the axe which a shipwright wields at his work, and cleaves the timber to his liking. As the axe in his hand, so keen is the edge of your scorn. Still, taunt me not with the gifts that golden Venus has given me. They are precious, let not a man disdain them, for the gods give them where they are minded, and none can have them for them asking. If you would have me do battle with Menelaus, bid the Trojans and Achaeans take their seats, while he and I fight in their midst for Helen and all her wealth. Let him who shall be victorious and prove to be the better man take the woman and all she has, to bear them to his home, but let the rest swear to a solemn covenant of peace, whereby you Trojans shall stay here in Troy, while the others go home to Argos and the land of the Achaeans." There we go. Da 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 da. We've done a little bedtime story. Da 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 da. Okay, and that was, we read a couple of pages of the Iliad. We're now on page 40. We're at the very end of page 40. Thank you so much for the good night, Mom. If someone could send in the raid message into chat so that we can raid out. Oh, Zaffy is live again. Zaffy is live, I think. It'll be fun to raid and not break her stream. Okay. There we go. Let's do this. Yes, okay. Raid Zaffy. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. I'm sorry it was delayed, but I will be on time. I'm going to be posting my schedule either today or tomorrow, and I'm sure Minor will ping me. If not, which I very much appreciate. I need reminding occasionally. Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope that you rest very well, Sparks, and that your dreams are very kind. Are there any potatoes left? I am sure Dove polished them off, but I will send the recipe in Discord. Rest well, Sparks, and I hope your dreams are very, very kind. Mwah.